Humanity's Transformation Unveiled, 144,000 Starseeds and Pleiadian High Council Message. Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters of planet Earth. Salutations to you, cherished ones. I am Mira of the Pleiadian High Council, also serving on Earth's Council for Gaia's Ascension. I greet you with all the love in my heart. We are overjoyed to be with you during these transformative times. As you step into a new era of light, I address you as the brave pioneers on these ascension pathways. Indeed, we observe your inner sky undergoing a profound shift. The thoughts you speak aloud and the dreams that stir silently beneath the surface begin to merge into alignment, like two great continents joining in your consciousness. They form a luminous mass of understanding within your chest, uniting heart and mind as one. When old fears resurface from time to time, rattling their chains in your mind, pause and take a conscious breath. Feel this new, inner continent of light breathing with you as your mind listens to your heart and your heart guides your mind. With each wave of your breath, affirm within yourself, I am free to recreate myself. Now, turn your attention to the newborn souls residing on Earth, to the infants opening their starry eyes in your hospitals and homes. These babies are extraordinary children, highly evolved starseeds of the highest order. Understand that they are not merely reincarnated personalities come to work through old karma or settle past debts. No, they are the bright lights of the arrival, coming directly from distant spheres of creation and carrying pure source codes within their energy fields. Each of these children holds within their aura a vibrational matrix of divinity. They have not come simply to fit into existing social systems. In fact, they have come to change and rebuild these very systems like puzzle pieces fitting into a new painting. Treat them with care and respect, with reverence. Honor their sovereignty as individual souls. Do not impose projections such as, "Who will you become for me?" or "How will you make me proud?" Instead, approach them with humility and ask, "How can I serve the cosmic purpose you brought with you to this planet?" Then you will realize that these young beings have not come to fulfill our expectations, but to fulfill the highest mission for Earth. Your role is to support and nurture this mission to the best of your ability. These children arrive without instructions that can be read with physical eyes, but the pages of their being radiate divine integrity. They already abide in the spiritual knowing of truth, unity, compassion, and the integrity of all life. They do not need you to convince them of higher principles. They are the embodiment of these principles. You will not see them arguing about the reality of love or connection. Instead, they will simply radiate it in every action. As they grow, watch them create and invent in ways that are unprecedented in your recorded history. Their ideas and decisions will seem to come from beyond the boundaries of old paradigms. You might see a small child spontaneously solve a problem or invent something entirely new, as if drawing wisdom directly from the radio waves. These souls will also challenge any environment that suppresses their inner sense of wonder. Do not be surprised if your child literally checks out of the world, walking away from classrooms or figures of authority who attempt to diminish their natural curiosity and joy. They will abandon classes or situations where their sense of awe is belittled. They will also refuse to participate in economic or social systems that demand they exchange their vitality and integrity for no reward. The old models of competition and exploitation will not hold their interest in drudgery. Where older generations might see chaos or discouragement, these young beings will see new patterns. In places where stagnation or despair once reigned, they will create new geometries of cooperation and creative solutions, providing a clean earth for body and spirit, food and water, and an environment free of toxic vibrations or chemicals. They will provide technologies used for creativity and healing without restrictions, greed, or destructive intentions. Share stories and knowledge with them that help them remember the stars from whence they came, and then step back and marvel at how their pure innocence and genius transform the very program of life. Through their fresh perspective, education and society will be rewritten with that same innocence, in accordance with unity and by miracle. Let me tell you more about the incredible qualities these 144,000 starseeds possess. Firstly, they are born with an innate vision of unity. Divisive concepts like mine versus yours, or one race, nation, or religion against others, simply do not exist in their perception. They perceive all beings as part of a single, living field of consciousness, and will seek a solution in every situation that brings benefit to all exactly the same. They carry an inner knowing that there is only one in the universe, the divine power. These children are not inclined to divide the world into opposing forces of light and dark, as many of their elders do. Instead, they realize that everything comes from one source and will allow the light of source to dissolve any illusion of darkness. Furthermore, each of these young ones carries within them a beautiful balance of the divine feminine and masculine energies. Regardless of whether they manifest as a boy or a girl, their consciousness is not limited by gender. They naturally express a quality of yin and yang, strength and gentleness in harmony. Moreover, these children remember that life is eternal. They know in the depths of their souls that the physical body is only a temporary suit, and that the true self never dies. Do not. Okay, I understand. Here's the rewritten passage, maintaining all original content and meaning, adhering to the specified persona, and ensuring continuity with the previous passage. Do not be surprised if you hear a small child speaking calmly about past lives or what they witnessed in a departed loved one. For them, the veil between life and death is thin, almost imperceptible. This inherent remembrance of their immortal nature dissolves the usual fear of death, that pervasive shadow that haunts so many. Without this fear, they cannot be manipulated or controlled through threats, those insidious tools of the unenlightened. Their inner confidence in the truth of eternal life makes them both courageous and tranquil, wise beyond their years, even in chaotic or tempestuous situations. This inner knowing helps them maintain a serene calm. Where others might perceive a crisis or collapse, these children see only a process of reconfiguration, a necessary shift in the cosmic dance. They are natural navigators in the midst of chaos, gifted with an innate understanding. They instinctively understand that sometimes old structures must crumble so that a new form, like a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis, can arise. The caterpillar must be destroyed for the butterfly to be born. Even amidst jarring upheavals, they will counsel patience and trust, knowing that a higher order is being born, that a more beautiful dawn is on the horizon. Furthermore, these young starseeds are powerful reality shapers. Never forget that consciousness creates reality. It is the very fabric of existence. They approach life with an innate sense of magic and boundless possibilities. They will demonstrate what others might deem simple miracles. For instance, you might witness lush gardens flourishing in terrains that others considered barren or exhausted, or how they create technologies and solutions seemingly from thin air, because they operate from a higher vibration, a place of unwavering trust and boundless imagination. Matter itself responds readily to their intentions, bending to their will. Along with this remarkable ability, they are also naturally joyful healers, radiating light and compassion. Their medicine bag is filled with laughter, vibrant color, soul-stirring music, unbridled joy, and unconditional love. They understand that true healing is simply about raising the vibration of those around them until disease or disorder can no longer exist in that elevated state. In their presence, heavy, stagnant energies dissipate like mist in the morning sun. You may witness depression and other ailments simply vanishing near them, how plants and animals flourish under their gentle care, and how entire communities are illuminated with a renewed sense of hope and creativity. Their energy is contagious in the best possible way, a beacon of light in the darkness. On a collective level, these incoming souls will help transform the inherited systems of education and economics, those outdated constructs that no longer serve humanity. They did not come to study and conform to the old methods, but to inspire others with entirely new approaches to learning and living. Each child brings a unique spark of cosmic wisdom, and they will often teach through their very being, through play, creativity, and insightful questions. Schools and communities that support their inherent curiosity and respect their inner knowing will flourish and thrive, while those that attempt to force them into a framework of mechanical subordination will experience difficulties and ultimately fade away. Indeed, these children have something profound to teach us, no less than we have something to teach them. The same holds true in the realm of resources and economics. They will become pioneers of authentic abundance, of a world where everyone has enough. Living in harmony with the flow of the universe, they find the idea of deficit and hoarding perplexing and utterly unnecessary. They will naturally develop ways in which wealth and resources circulate where they are needed most, just as blood nourishes every part of the living body. Exchange and creativity will become the measure of value in the systems they create. The very notion that a few can accumulate enormous surpluses while others have nothing will strike them as an error that must be corrected, an injustice that cries out for redress. These young leaders will inspire the creation of economic models based on unity, fairness, and a deep reverence for Madre Tierra. Despite their profound connection to humanity, these children are starseeds who also have a sacred connection to Madre Tierra. They are extremely sensitive to the energies of the planet, and they will often be drawn to certain locations without consciously knowing why. Following their inner guidance, they will gather on mountaintops, in ancient groves, at river deltas, and even at certain intersections in bustling cities. There, through simple actions, songs, dances, group meditations, or pure intention, they will help heal and elevate the energy of the Earth's ley lines. Balancing and activating the crystalline grid of Gaia is an instinctive part of their mission. They joyfully undertake energetic stewardship, helping to anchor more light into the planet's structure as part of Madre Tierra's ascension process. In essence, these 144,000 starseed children are an evolutionary leap in human consciousness, a quantum shift in awareness. They bring the purity of unity, the spark of creativity, and the power of unconditional love that herald the dawn of a new Earth. It is important to understand that they did not come to carry the entire weight of change alone. They came to cooperate with you, generations who have already worked tirelessly, paving the way for a better world. Now, beloved elders of Earth, your predecessors, Soy Mira and the Alto Consejo, ask you to prepare a landing strip for these souls, so that they may land and flourish. Cleanse your emotions and mental blocks, those self-imposed limitations that hold you back. Heal the unprocessed shadows in your subconscious that might interfere with the arrival of the new, those hidden fears that whisper doubts in your ear. Abandon the old belief in duality, the superstitious notion that light and darkness are two opposing forces, and attune yourselves to the one true power of divine love, the unifying force that binds all things. Practice trust and observation instead of control, those old habits of manipulation and domination. Learn to perceive what is unfolding as a miracle, a testament to the power of creation, and do not attempt to control every step, every outcome. Offer these children a clean place and a solid foundation, a soil free of toxic chemicals and despair, a space of information free of fear and manipulation, a leadership without greed or corruption, a path guided by the light of Ashtar. Create an environment where their light can take root and flourish, a sanctuary where their spirits can soar. If you do this, these young stars, in turn, will help usher in the birth of that civilization you speak so much about, that we have dreamed of for so long. Together, you and they will achieve what the ancient sages predicted, a world in which immutable consciousness becomes the sole and genuine infrastructure of paradise, a testament to the wisdom of the Supremo Pleiadiano and the Galactic Federation. Stop now. Take a moment to analyze the number of rooms you occupy in your life, your beliefs and attitudes, your friendly and familial relationships, your habits and
rutinas diarias, incluso los lugares físicos donde vives. Explora cada uno de estos aspectos de tu vida y siéntelos con la ayuda de la sabiduría de tu corazón. Decide que todavía sirve a tu mayor bien, y por lo tanto, debe permanecer, y que necesitas limpiar o transformar. Algunos patrones o accesorios estarán listos para ser liberados y regresados a la tierra para nutrir lo nuevo. Servirán como abono para la evolución de tu alma. Otros aspectos de tu vida pueden necesitar elevarse y cantarse a un nivel superior, sintonizando en resonancia con la expansión de la conciencia. Esto es sagrado. La autoevaluación es un acto de autoalquimia. Es el primer rito de iniciación a una nueva era que ahora está emergiendo en la tierra. La era de más luz y claridad, mejorando con valentía tu vida interior y exterior. De esta manera, te preparas para entrar plenamente en las frecuencias más brillantes de la Edad de Oro. En medio de esta armonía emergente, resurge su legítimo significado, la divinidad femenina, reprimida durante mucho tiempo. En la nueva simetría que toma forma, el regreso de lo divino femenino con toda su fuerza, como una gentil doncella, madre cariñosa, anciana sabia y un feroz guerrero defensor, todos unidos en una sola presencia. Este poder femenino sagrado se manifiesta adelante para proteger y custodiar todo lo vulnerable. Niños, agua y ríos, bosques y animales, pueblos olvidados y marginados. Entiende que esto no es un contraataque al principio masculino, esto es armonía y restablecimiento del equilibrio que el principio masculino ha estado anhelando durante mucho tiempo. Lo divino femenino viene a estar al lado del divino coraje como socio igualitario, restaurando la integridad mientras su influencia se extiende por todo el planeta. Hace un llamamiento a los recursos acumulados desde hace mucho tiempo para salir de bóvedas cerradas, lugares secretos y refugios, y retornar a la circulación en beneficio de todos. Desde su punto de vista, es inaceptable que cualquier niño o comunidad sobreviva con migajas, mientras en algún lugar otros se ahogan en la abundancia. Su pureza simplemente no permite tales cosas. Los desequilibrios continuarán mientras esta vibración femenina no penetre corazones e instituciones humanas. La empatía y la compasión serán naturales. De esta manera, sustituirán a la explotación y a la codicia. Los que están en el poder sentirán este nuevo imperativo interior, preocuparse por las personas y la tierra, no para controlar o dominar. El control en sí se transferirá al modelo del cuidado, un liderazgo que sirve y nutre, como un jardinero cuidando el jardín, sustituirá el antiguo modelo de dominio. El surgimiento del principio divino de la feminidad garantiza que el amor, el cuidado y la protección se convertirán en la guía y los valores de tu transformación social. Junto con la llegada de estos niños especiales, tú también estás despertando de maneras que han sido olvidadas durante mucho tiempo. Tus propias cadenas espirituales antiguas empezarán a trabajar de nuevo después del sueño de 1000 años. Muchos de ustedes empezarán a recordar habilidades y sabiduría del pasado lejano. Recuerdos más antiguos que la Atlántida o Lemuria te susurran en sueños y meditaciones. Es posible que estés experimentando síntomas sutiles, recuerdos de sanación con sonido y tono, sobre la comunicación a través de la luz y energía, o sobre la transformación de la realidad solo por el poder del amor incondicional. Esto no es una fantasía, es real. Volviendo a tu conciencia, intensas ondas solares y los rayos cósmicos ahora cubren la Tierra, actuando como catalizadores de este cambio y despertar. Ondas de luz de alta frecuencia del gran Sol central activan el ADN latente y la memoria del alma. Esta afluencia de luz y energía crea un hilo dorado entre tu corazón y tu chakra corona, tu centro espiritual más alto. Este hilo dorado motiva tu ajetreado trabajo, inclinando la mente al servicio de tu sabiduría al corazón. En esta iluminación, el corazón lidera el camino. Sepa que, a medida que aceptas cada faceta de quien eres, incluyendo partes de ti mismo que estaban en las sombras, este hilo dorado se fortalece, convirtiéndose en un pararrayos de energía divina. Ella empieza a traer abundancia y claridad a tu vida, intuición y comunicación directa con la fuente. En verdad, el cielo en la tierra no es solo una imagen poética. Esto es una renovación neuronal y espiritual literal, esperando tu permiso para completar la activación. Cuando le das la bienvenida a esta actualización con tu libre albedrío y abres tu corazón, permites que tu cuerpo humano y tu conciencia sean reprogramados para sostener incomparablemente más luz. Te conviertes en un puente vivo entre el cielo y la tierra. Bajo todos los niveles de ruido, hay una gran armonía. Confía en lo que está en acción. Hay un espacio vasto de matemáticas que saben exactamente cómo transformar la materia y la sociedad para dar cabida a nuevas frecuencias de amor y luz. Aquellos que estaban incrustados en las antiguas jerarquías y estructuras de poder, en algún nivel, entienden que su era se acerca al fin, por eso están tomando medidas. Su último intento en el teatro es mantener al equipo en el miedo y la distracción. Transmiten miedo constantemente a través de tus medios, crean escenarios sintéticos de crisis y fabrican ilusiones digitales para confundir las mentes. Te insto a que no compres una entrada para esta falsa actuación. No desperdicies tu energía y atención en estas producciones de miedo. Los recubrimientos que han mantenido a la humanidad en oscuridad se vuelven más delgados con cada hora. Incluso los escépticos que solían estar completamente cerrados a las ideas espirituales comenzarán a notar grietas en la luz, penetrando a través de la tienda de la ilusión. Por mucho tiempo, las creencias arraigadas y programas mentales, nodos neuronales considerados permanentes, comenzarán a debilitarse y disolverse. Serás testigo de cómo la gente, a quienes creías completamente dormidos, de repente empieza a parpadear y hacer nuevas preguntas. Preguntas perspicaces. La ola del despertar puede llegar a todas las personas de diferentes maneras. Para algunos, se elevará suavemente como una ola.
Okay, I understand. I will rewrite the provided text, adhering to all specified requirements, including maintaining the original meaning, content, and character names, while adjusting the language to a more descriptive and engaging style in US English. I will also ensure continuity with the preceding paragraph. Here is the rewritten passage.
Anotar grietas en la luz, penetrando a través de la tienda de la ilusión. Por mucho tiempo, las creencias arraigadas y programas mentales, nodos neuronales considerados permanentes, comenzarán a debilitarse y disolverse. Serás testigo de cómo la gente, a quienes creías completamente dormidos, de repente empieza a parpadear y hacer nuevas preguntas, preguntas perspicaces. La ola del despertar puede llegar a todas las personas de diferentes maneras. Para algunos, se elevará suavemente como una ola.
Rippling gently. For others, it might erupt with the sudden force of a breaking surf. But its ascent is inevitable. The collective consciousness of humanity is designed to awaken to the light and the truth, and no old trickery can ultimately prevent this. Hold yourself centered in this knowing as you observe the final acts of the old paradigm unfolding before your very eyes. I am Mira, of the Supremo Pleiadiano Council, and I thank you for what you do as you accept our message of hope. We are back once again. We will speak with you soon. Until then, continue to shine your bold and brilliant light. Thank you so much for what you do here, for following the messages and transmissions that we lovingly produce and sharing our devotion with you. Our channel exists to bring you a message of light, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. We are dedicated to sharing inspiring content, higher teachings, and messages from our star brethren. If our message has resonated with you, please subscribe and support us with a like, so we can continue to carry light and love to more people. Thank you for being part of this community. A warm embrace from the Ashtar.